Uh, 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 uh. Good morning.
Hello guys, welcome to How to Make HTML. And one of the first thing you need to do is copy and paste this line of code. I will put it in the description and follow you with the website. So that's it for now. Please subscribe, like, and subscribe. And next time we will make an electric car from scratch. Bye, thank you guys. Salam.
So I make this website with three things. It called HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So there's four basic things you need to know about HTML. It's tags, attribute, opening and closing the tag, and elements. So let's start with the tag. So tags provide the directions what action is needed or what will it look like in the website, So just think it that HTML is advanced paint app. So it's like you punch a code and it will look like what you comment from the code. So the next is attribute. Attribute is providing additional information to the tag. So attribute is like when you say to abang-abang nasi goreng, make the fried rice a bit spicier. So tag is like the usual fried rice, and attribute is like the chili, the amount of chili. So when you combine text and attribute, it becomes like spicy if the attribute says add too many chili, or plain if the attribute says do not add any chili. So then there's the opening and closing the tag. So hey Maul, why this is important? I already know this. I reminded you this because many beginner always forget to close their tags. So every time you open a tag, always close it with an angle bracket, then a slash, then the tag itself, and close it again with an angle bracket. But what if the tag adds with an attribute? It's the same. It's just the same. So the last is elements. Elements is the whole thing. It's like the whole package of the opening tag, the content, the inside of the tag, then and the closing tag. Then you ask me, Maul, what are the essential tags? I see so many tags here, but I don't know what does it mean of the every tags. Okay. So there is three must have. Must have three tags that must have in every HTML. There's HTML tag, head tag, and body tag. So HTML tag is like the opening of the HTML. So you open an it's like the declare that this file is an HTML file. So then the head tag is like where you put the you put a title for your HTML or link the CSS file and JavaScript, or you can do your CSS or JavaScript here. Then the body tag, this is where you put all what do you want, or what and anything that you want to see on your website. So let's start with some text. Okay, let's start from the head text. So there's a head and this is a title. So title, it's like the title of the website. The on top, it's like usually at the on top of the website. Then there's the link text. But what is link text? So link text is linking the CSS and fonts. Not only fonts, but yeah, linking files like a CSS files. So there's what is this? This is a script tag. So script tag, what it does, it's like link but for a JavaScript or a script. So actually you can do the scripting or programming inside this tag. So let's start with the body. And body, what is this div class? What is div? Div is like it's like a dividing part. So it's like a part, but we divide it with div. So it's like the example is I want to make a header, so I would make a div header. So if I do something to the header, it will only affect the header. So you need to use div a lot, I think. Then the h1 is, what is h1? H1 is a type of header. So there's header 1, header 2, but in the tag is, the name of the tag is h1, h2 or h3. So h1 is the biggest and the h6 is the smallest. So it's like that. Then there's an image emg tag. What is emg tag? Emg tag is for image, so it's for calling an image. So what is src here? It's source where the both image are. So then there's h2, I already explained that. Then the ul, what is this ul? This is unordered list. You remember, right? There's a list right there on the website. So there's list, and what's the li here? Li is like list. So every li or list, it's, yeah, there's every point in the list. So ul is unordered list. So there's ordered list, so the tag is ol, that's unordered, that's ordered list. So I close the div here and start a new div with the class. Okay, class, what is class? Haha, so funny. So class is it's like it's like what do you call it? Yeah, it's like a class. So you put a class with a student in it there. So when you affect that student of this class, it only affect on this class. So every student will be, the effect will be the same. So I will explain later on the CSS files. So there's h2. Okay, but this is a new tag. What's p? P is paragraphs. So yeah, it's like for text paragraph, you put the paragraph there. Yeah, it's like that. So there is this it's all the same. It's just for recalling the CSS then and the J. This is the alarm clock part. So there's the time. Oh, so what is this? This is a comment. So the comment is like it's not affecting the code, but it's just like titling the code, what the code does. You should do this every time you make a code, so you remember what this line of code does something. Let's go to the CSS. So the CSS, this is my favorite part of web developing. So the first part is, it's like decorating your room, but with a punch of code, then boom, it does itself. So you don't need to worry about something. So I made a separate file from the HTML because it's better to look at the HTML and not really messy at all. So the file is saved as yeah, let's like anything you want, but after that .css. So the file become a CSS file. So wait, how did you link the CSS file to the HTML files? How they contact each other? So that's why at the HTML we have the link tag. That's where we link the CSS there, the link. And oh yeah, I forgot to say the attribute. What the meaning of the attribute href? So href is like hyperlinks or links to all the things. So you can recall like a file or like a file from the internet with links, the image links, and so like that. so so the CSS is simpler. It's didn't it's different from HTML because it didn't need like body or head tags. It's just recall all the text you want to add some styles in it, or open the bracket, then put the style there, or what do you want to change, how it look. After that, close it with a close bracket. But don't forget, after every ending of the lines comment you should put semicolon there. Why? Because it differentiates with this one comment to the other, so it didn't mess it up, didn't mess it up. So the CSS is just like what the example is like a body. I want to change the body tag. I want to change with something, maybe the color of the body. So I put the color equals that color, and background color, I want to change the background color and aligning all the content to the center. Then there is the example again, this what is this hashtag title alarm. So there is there's an attribute named ID. So it's like an unique ID for one tag. So the tag is h1. It's the h1. I put it h1 ID title alarm, and I recall it with hashtag title alarm. So I put the color again, like text align to the center, and put a shadow in it, and the font size. I change the font size. Then what is this title is for recalling a class. So I put a class besides my image. I put a class in the div class his story here. So I recall it with .story. So I put it made it the width is 700 pixel, and text aligning in the center, and padding left is 600 pixels. So it's just like that. Then there's one thing, you can animate your website with keyframes. So this is the tag keyframes. It's not really a tag, it's just tag from the CSS. It's add keyframes. Then the besides it is the name of the keyframes. So it's like an animation. So when it's 0%, its color is black. Then the 20%, the progress, the animation progress, it's from the color is blue, cyan, light green, orange, and the final is 100%. The color become pink, and the font size is become 150 pixel. So it's just like that in the CSS files. Then the next and the last one is JavaScript. So it's like CSS. I made a separate file and link it to the HTML, and I save the file like anything you want .js. In this case, I put it abra.js because I put random keys, strokes. So .js. So and it's also like the CSS files. You don't need to add text, head, and body, and it's only like lines of code. It's more like C programming language, yeah. So the cool thing about JavaScript is JavaScript can change anything. I mean anything. But in this clock demo, it only changed the clock demo, and I can only just explain what is this doing. So the first is you see this initializing. So there's the comment there. So this under the comment there's the code. And the comments explains what the code does. So at first is initializing the alarm clock, then get the current time, hour, minute, and seconds, and create the time picker for the alarm, and create the picker, set, and reset. So then get the alarm sound and start the clock. After that, it's we add the support function, like create a selector for hour, minute, and second. So create the selector number for the how many hours, minute, and seconds. Then the support function prepend hour, minute, second with 0. Then update current time. After that, updating the current time and update the HTML clock and check and sound alarm. If the alarm set is it's the same with the time HTML time right now, so it will sound the alarm. Then is setting the alarm and resetting the alarm, and the last thing is you should start the clock on the page load. So when the page loads, it starts the clock. So that's it, guys. I hope you can learn more about your favorite thing. Yeah, that's like opening websites like this website, like this website YouTube where you watch my videos. And so that's it. Goodbye. See you next time.